Every time a cash secured put gets too close to the money, the same reflex kick in. Roll it out. Buy more time, collect a little more premium, avoid assignment for another 30 or 45 days. Most people roll their puts as a default, not as a decision, but as a habit. They've been taught that assignment is something to delay, manage around, or prevent whenever possible. So they roll the put to the next month, reset the clock, collect a small credit hopefully, and feel like they're in control a little bit though. Here's the problem. Rolling a put that's about to be assigned is almost always the worst decision, okay? And I wanna show you why and what I personally like to do instead. So let me explain what rolling a put actually does mechanically for those who don't even understand. When you roll a cash secured put, you're buying back the existing put, which costs money because the stock is now near or below your strike, and simultaneously you now sell a new put at a lower strike for a later expiration. If you can do it for a small net credit, you've extended the trade and collected a little more premium. If it costs a debit, you've paid to delay assignment, okay? Here's the critical thing most people don't examine. Rolling does not eliminate the risk of assignment. It postpones it. The new put you sold still obligates you to buy the shares if the stock stays below the strike at the next expiration. And in a declining stock, you've now sold a lower strike, meaning you're committing to buy at a worse price than you originally even planned to. The roll feels like managing the position. What it actually does in a downtrending stock is extend your exposure, add transaction costs, and push your eventual assignment price lower. You traded a clean outcome for a delayed, more complicated one. I think about this, and when a put is approaching its strike, I go back to the original question I asked when I sold the dang thing. Would I be comfortable owning this stock at least for 12 to 16 months at that price? If the answer is still yes, the business is sound, the stock dropped for a macro or a market reasons rather than fundamental ones, and the cost basis makes sense, then in my opinion, assignment isn't a bad outcome. It's literally the strategy working exactly as designed, right? You named the price, the market brought it to you, take the shares and move to the covered call phase. If the answer is now no, the business, let's say, has deteriorated since you sold the put, or the stock has dropped so far that even your strike no longer represents good value, then rolling is wrong for a different reason. You shouldn't be rolling into a lower quality positions at a lower price. You should be closing that put at a loss and redeploying the capital to a better setup, okay? Rolling makes sense in exactly one scenario. The put is in the money, the stock decline was short-term and reversible, and you can roll to a later expiration or slightly lower strike for a genuinely net credit without giving up significant price. That's a narrow window. It's not a default, okay? Let's talk about the hidden costs of rolling though. Here's what the roll actually costs that most people don't really see clearly in the moment, right? You sold a put for $1.50, the stock declined, the put is now worth $2.80, you buy it back at $2.80 and sell the next month's put at the same or lower strike for $1.40 net. You paid $1.40 to avoid assignment for 30 more days. That $1.40 is real money leaving your account now. It's the price of the delay, and if the stock continues declining through the next expiration, you're gonna face the same decision again, except now your new strike is lower. The shares are cheaper, and you've already paid $140 in roll on top of your original premium. A trader who simply took the first assignment at 47 bucks and started selling covered calls is now working with a known cost basis and at least a clear path forward. The trader who rolled twice, has paid $280 in roll costs, is now facing assignment at 43 and has been in management mode for 60 days instead of 30. The delay cost really starts to compound. Now let's talk about when assignment is the right outcome, right? Assignment is not a failure as much as people like to think of it as. On a quality dividend paying stock, assignment at a price you pre-approved is the designed outcome of the put strategy. You get the shares, you own a quality business at a price you already decided was fair, you collect dividends, you immediately begin selling covered calls and collect the dividend. The psychological problem is that assignment feels like you're losing. The put expired in the money, the stock is below where it was when you sold, the position is red. That visual registers as a failure even when it's really not. But step back and look at the full picture. You sold the put for $1.20, you're assigned at 45, the stock is trading at 42, your effective cost basis is 43.80. That's 45 minus the 120 you already collected. You own a quality business at 43.80 that you decided at 45 was worth owning. You start selling covered calls. This strategy is working. The covered call phase is not a recovery operation. It's the second half of a trade you designed in two parts. But let's talk about the scenario where rolling does make sense. And I want to be honest about this when rolling is the right call, because it's not never. If the stock dropped on a short-term event-driven reason, a sector-wide sell-off, a macro stock, a bad day that had nothing to do with the business, and you believe the move will partially reverse, rolling to the next expiration at a small net credit can make sense. You're not avoiding assignment permanently, okay? You're buying 30 more days for the short-term noise to start to clear up a little bit. But the key word is credit. If the roll costs a debit, if you're paying money to delay, the burden of the proof is high, the stock has to recover enough in 30 days to justify what you just spent on the extension. In a genuinely declining stock, that recovery rarely ever comes. And if you want to take your education a little bit further, I want to invite you to the Ark Options Workshop. It's only about 90 minutes long. Click that first link in the description of today's video. It's going to really expand on what we're actually talking about here today, and especially how to pick good quality companies. And at the end of that training, I even give you my 15 favorite stocks, all under 30 bucks. But here's the rule: roll for a credit, take assignment at a debit. The habit of reflexively rolling puts comes from treating assignment as something to avoid. If you built the position correctly, quality stock, price you'd want to own, right, strike you pre-approved, assignment is the designed outcome of a trade that the market brought to you. It's not a setback. It's the second phase of the Ark cycle starting. The roll as default habit is expensive over time. Rolling costs money in a declining market. It extends exposure without improving position quality, and it keeps capital frozen in a defensive operation instead of moving to the covered call phase where the income starts to continue, especially with a dividend on top. The better default is to accept assignment cleanly on positions that you designed for, okay, and close cleanly at a loss on positions where the underlying thesis has changed. Rolling is the tool for the narrow middle case, not the standard operating procedure. And here's how I personally handle puts approaching the money. The first question is, do I still want to own this at this strike? If yes, I let the assignment happen. I don't roll. I take the shares at the price I pre-approved, not the effective cost basis, including premium already collected, and open my covered call research for the next cycle. Second is, did something change about the business? If yes, if the earnings miss was fundamental rather than macro, if the competitive position shifted, I closed the put at a loss and I moved the capital. Rolling a put on a genuinely deteriorating stock is just literally delaying a larger problem, in my personal opinion. Third, can I roll for a genuine net credit? And do I have a strong conviction the stock is about to reverse? If both conditions are met, I'll consider it, but that's a very narrow, high confidence scenario, not the default. The rule that runs underneath all three questions, assignment is not the enemy, rolling randomly is. Got some questions for you guys as always in the comments, always great combos down there. When a put gets close to the money, what's your default instinct? What are you doing? Taking assignment, you rolling, and has that instinct ever cost you more than the actual assignment of the stock would have? Let us know. Number two, have you ever taken assignment on a put, started the covered call phase, and looked back later and realized that the assignment was actually a really solid entry? What did that look like for you? I would love to hear your stories down below in the comments. If you want to take your education a step further, make sure to attend the Ark Options Strategy. You're going to learn about this full strategy and how you can do it for yourself in literally 15 to 20 minutes a week. You also learn about our Options Seller School Mastermind and our 100 Contract Club. Our 7th member just joined. We donated now over 400 Bibles to those who need it most. And I talk about all those amazing things inside of the Ark Options Workshop. So click the first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.